It's a nice feeling, Mel. Yeah, look, I thought obviously 3:30 was going to be a tough ask tonight. Probably had to take a few risks. I guess Mitch was probably one of those to go up the order in the power play and see how he went. He's been hitting the ball pretty well, just hasn't really had much of an opportunity, I guess. So it was good to see him give himself a chance early, and he struck the ball really well. So very happy, mate. The boys are stoked. It's a huge win for us. And again, we can take a lot of confidence from that run chase going into the World Cup. I think there's going to be some pretty big scores in the World Cup, pretty flat wickets, similar to that. I think you're going to have to, get used to chasing some big totals, and I think that's great practice for us.
What did you do personally tonight? You have another improvements?
Absolutely zero. I've not changed my game. I've not changed my training. I feel like I've worked my absolute backside off this whole summer. It's just nice to get some runs last game and to contribute again tonight. It's a nice feeling.
Did it feel different in the middle tonight?
Obviously, I take a little bit of confidence out of making 50 the other night. But my plan was still the same, to give myself a chance early to play pretty straight. It's the game, isn't it? It's the game.
How satisfying was it to play such a good innings and then to standing ovation?
To win is what's satisfying. That's what makes me really excited. That's a huge win for us, especially with a couple of our big players not playing tonight. And to make some runs is always satisfying, and it's great to make them in front of my family and friends, my home crowd. I love playing at the SCG, and like I've said before, I've had a lot of support from a lot of people. They just don't happen to be in the paper, I guess. So it's the way it goes. It's nice to make runs. I think the crowd were just excited that Australia won another game. We go to Perth tomorrow and try and win this series 6-1. I think we've been playing some pretty good cricket. We still have a lot of areas that we need to improve. Don't think we're as good as we needed to be in the field today or with the ball, but we take a lot of confidence out of chasing those runs.
Michael, I know you said you changed your approach or anything like that, but do you think that the game situation, I guess, dictated that you maybe had to get moving and maybe a little bit quicker than
Yeah, probably. I think I still started the same. I think I started pretty slow. I was probably 8 off 15 balls or 14 balls or something like that, I would imagine.
a little bit closer to where I thought, actually?
Was I? Okay. That's nice. That's 2 games in a row that's happened. It's amazing. My plans haven't really changed. I think I've been pretty consistent over the last 12 months in one-day cricket. I think I know my game pretty well, and it's just about, it was about getting some runs and getting some confidence. And I still feel I don't think I'm at my best, but I think I'm getting there by making runs in the middle. I feel like I'm improving with every game, like the team is.
And that pick up on the leg side, Sweden one as you did this summer?
The one that went for 6? I reckon I hit the one that got dropped when Trotty dropped it off Finn. I reckon I hit that better. It was probably that time in the game where I had to take a few risks as well, and that was the shortest boundary, so that's what I thought it was worth a bit of a crack. Fortunately, it hit the middle and went over the fence. There was no fielder there, which is a nice feeling.
Michael, it doesn't matter too much now. What was the confusion with the power play you were trying to put on, and was it frustrating for you?
I just needed to know the ruling, I guess. I was told that the power play, you have to let the umpires know that you want to take the power play before they get to their mark. And I was saying, well, what if I don't know which bowler's bowling? What if the bowler's standing at mid-wicket with the captain discussing who's going to bowl? And they said it's irrelevant who's bowling. You have to tell them before they get to their mark, which I didn't know that was the case. I missed out on. I wanted to take the power play 2 overs earlier than I did, but I didn't know that rule. Well, the first time I tried to take it, so they'd had to change the bowler, and I got told that you have to tell me earlier. Didn't tell me that I had to tell him before he got to his mark. And then next over, I said, rightio, I'm definitely taking the power play. And Darryl Harper said, I'm already at my mark. We have to take it now. I said, man, I don't even know who's bowling yet. So anyway, if that's the rule, that's the rule.
Do you understand as a captain that you could change your bowler once the power play is taken?
Yes, I do now.
The fielding side captain can change his bowler.
I do, yes.
What did you make of Trot being able
Again, I found out that's the rule that has come back in this year. I don't agree. I don't think it should be the case. I don't think you should be allowed to have a runner if you have cramps. But in saying that, if that's the rule, then that's the rule. They've certainly done nothing wrong there.
Was it a conscious effort on your part and team's part to target Jimmy Anderson tonight, or kind of just hanging off that?
No, not at all. I think we had a plan. We've always said we play our best cricket with wickets in hand. If we can start well at the top of the order of the power play, go steady through the middle, and then catch up at the end with that, obviously that last power play and the last 10 overs. And I think we did that really well. Obviously we had a bit of luck tonight, and we did have to take a few risks, but I think we still stuck to our game plan and it paid off tonight.
What's the like for Mr. Smith?
He's got a slight groin strain, so he won't be flying to Perth with us. But is it groin? Hip. There you go. Haven't spoken to him. But I'm very confident, and the medical staff are confident that he'll be 100% fit for the World Cup.
What was the directions you gave to Mitchell Johnson when he
Well, they're bowling Yardie. I think Yardie bowled the 8th or the 9th over he come on, and I thought with the short boundary, Mitch being a left-hander, he could take advantage of that. So it was more to go out and try, and if the ball was in his zone, batting from the bottom end with a short boundary to back himself. Mitch thought he'd go the other way and back himself to hit at the long boundary and clear the roads. But look, he played a really good innings. He played well through the power play, and then he rotated the strike really well through the middle once they had 5 fielders out. So again, it shows, if you give guys an opportunity, they grab it with both hands. And I think Mitch throughout the World Cup is going to play a big part, not only with the ball but with the bat, being a left-hander, hitting the ball as clean as he does, and plays spin pretty well.
Michael, we're a day when short takes one of the more economical bowlers. I know it was relative to a pretty big total, but how do you think he went?
Yeah, he bowled really well. His first hit out, I guess, for a while. I would have preferred not to have to bowl him 10 overs. I would have liked to have bowled him 6 or 8 overs, but he bowled, 2 overs, 3 overs spells, and he felt good the whole time. He said his body felt good, and he bowled pretty good pace. So I think they're great signs for us. No, I don't. I wasn't out there, mate. I haven't asked. I don't know. I think, well, by what I see on the television, he thought Mitch got bowled, but obviously on the TV it didn't look like that to me.
Traditionally, it's been pretty tough to chase that section of the SCGs, but over the past few years, we've seen a couple of big scores being made that exception. What part do you think T20 has had to play? Do you back yourselves more to chase the big totals now?
I think it's more so you got that power play up your sleeve. So if the run rate gets up to 8 and over, 9 and over, you still feel confident in that 5 over block. You can maximise that. You can take more risks there and chase whatever total you like, I guess, especially with the strength of hitters we have in our team. The outfield's fantastic at the moment out here, and that's as good a pitch as I've played on in Sydney for a long time. I think that wicket had a lot less grass on it than what it has done over the last probably couple of years in both Test and One-Day cricket, but it still had enough pace, so the wicket wasn't too slow. So, that's as good as batting conditions as you can get, I think, in international cricket.
Last one,
The decision of Johnson, was that your idea or team's?
No, it was my idea, yeah. I just thought it was, I guess mainly he's the only left-hander in our 11 for this game, and he's been striking the ball pretty well in the nets, and I was confident with that size boundary. If Mitch mishits the ball, I thought he could still get a couple over the rope. And again, it was more game situation. We were chasing a big total. We had to gamble a little bit, and fortunately tonight it paid off.